So we're in Agawam, Massachusetts, and we're going to have a drive through a cemetery, a very special cemetery. It's called the Massachusetts State Veterans Cemetery in Agawam. It was made in the year 2001, and it's so large. We're now in the back. We're going to drive towards the front. We're looking at a columbarium section. There's two enormous columbarium sections, and they own so much land out here that they could keep going for years and years. And believe it or not, we're in the year 2024, 23 years later, they already have many, many thousands of burials. So anyone from Massachusetts that is a veteran or their spouse can be buried here and or have their ashes placed here. And the state has about 4 of these around Massachusetts. I know one's on Cape Cod. I think one's up towards the north of Massachusetts, one toward the south, and this serves the western part of Massachusetts. So it's a very, very special area. Now, when we get out to the gravestone slabs, you're going to notice that they're all the same look to them. And they do that on purpose, because if you get buried here, you have to say to yourself that you're the same as all the people that you served with. And so whether you were in the Air Force or the Army or the Navy, so forth, whether you're in World War II or Vietnam or Iraq, you have to accept that you're going to be with the same kind of stone, whether you're a private or whether you were a general. Now look at them all towards our right side. Columbarium, which is passed on our left side, right? And there's stones right and left to us as we pass through. If you see a big tower in the background, that's a Six Flags, which used to be a Riverside amusement park. Okay, as you can see, so many of these apparent to you. And this is just part of the cemetery. This is an enormous cemetery. It has memorial plaques and memorial stones. Almost every section to memorialize some group event. And it's a form of a garden-style cemetery where the roads are wide and the gravestones are slightly angled. And then they have a memorial flag section in the middle there with memorial plaques and a map. And we're going to go around the circle and then go into the other second part of it with more columbariums and slabs. So we have a visitor center here. They close at 4 p.m. If you go there, they'll help you find your way around. They'll tell you where your deceased person is. And there's a big map there. And then there's an outdoor chapel for any funerals that take place here. Right, they're even nice enough to make a memorial path out there. Right, so you can walk around it and read about all the memorials. And what we're going to do now is go into the second half. So this is basically the first half. And now we're going to try to go into the next half. So, enormous and beautiful? Yes, they've done a great job in this cemetery. So you can see some more stones on your right hand side. And these are the oldest in the cemetery. These are the ones from the year 2001, so forth, where they started the cemetery. Okay, here are a mixture of slab gravestones and also a calabarium east, where they have many more calabariums. This time, instead of using numbers, they use letters so they know what area you're in. And again, they have a nice map to help you out. And if you come during the daylight hours up to 4 p.m., you can always get a map from the administration section. Okay, on our left we see the back of the Memorial Chapel. You see that back right there. Okay, right in front of us is what is called a memorial pathway. And this is where they honor the different veterans groups, the different military groups in Massachusetts. And it's very nicely arranged also. So if you do come here, you have a lot to do. You can see lots of things, not only see the deceased person in your family, but also visit the many different special sections that it has. Calabariums, a military unit section, this memorial pathway, a chapel. And they're leaving this section in the middle here green as long as possible. And anything that's off to the side wooded, they can always take down trees and start up again, making a beautiful new section. So thank you for coming to this beautiful cemetery for the veterans of Massachusetts.